Hello, lovelies. How are you all doing? Welcome back to Adventures in Adallaeh. Last time, let's see what exactly happened. Last time, the players decided to go back through. They decided to return to Senmo. There were a lot of people and a lot of Pokemon. Less people, more Pokemon, looking lost. Enzo talked to someone. That person fell asleep, and some purple pink mist came out of them. Wisteria talked to a Cricketot, Bex met Briarius, and then you all were attacked in the Pokemon Center by some mysterious figures, masked people. You all attacked them, defeated them, and then they decided to blow up the Pokemon Center, as you casually do. As the smoke clears away, you all notice that you're all unharmed, as you see Enzo's Honedge has learned Wide Guard and protected all of you.
Well,
Ooh.
okay then.
Who's a good sword?
Without Enzo doing anything. Wow.
Good work.
The
Unless you
Hone-
planned that.
The Honedge's eye looks happy, but you all can see you are now in the ruins of a dilapidated Pokemon Center. There are bodies of both human and Pokemon scattered on the ground. Very few of which are completely intact. There's a gaping hole in the ceiling, and there is smoke billowing out from different crevices and machines that are very much no longer in working function. So, what all do you do? You also all notice that there's a crowd starting to form around the outside of the Pokemon Center.
We should start gathering anyone that's still intact.
Yeah, Bex is gonna just basically do her weird crutch walk as fast as she can over to the nearest Pokemon and start checking to see who's still, alive, if anybody.
As you look around, roll me a perception real quick.
All of us or just her?
The ones who are looking around.
Can we all look around?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I want to see where those guys might have headed off to.
I'm way more concerned with the critters at the moment.
Oh!
Enzo is very distraught.
You all look around. We'll go in order. Bex, you are able to find, thankfully, much of the Pokemon were retreated back
Knew
into
there's
their
this mystery
Pokeball.
dungeon.
And because they were in their Pokeball, they were protected from the blasts. However, a lot of their Pokeballs are badly damaged. It doesn't look like they'll be able to easily get out. It'll take some time to refix up the Pokeballs and release the Pokemon safely.
So they seem to be trapped inside their Pokeballs, as
Yes.
opposed to... Okay. Alright. So they can't get out.
They
Okay.
are at least alive.
Yes, they are all alive. There are a few fainted on the ground, mostly the electrodes who were sent out.
Probably that crab roller, too.
Yes. Let's see. Enzo and Artorian, you're both kind of looking around, just kind of a bit in shock about what just happened. No one would quite expect a terrorist attack at a Pokemon Center to happen. Wisteria, you find the bodies of the 3 masked people who were committing this act of atrocity. Well,
Finding the bodies as in, are they dead?
yes, they are absolutely dead.
But
They did take
the
a point
Voltorb-
blank explosion.
But the Voltorbs are just fainted. They're
The
not dead.
Voltorbs are simply fainted.
Alright, I'm gonna... Well, shit, I don't have a revive, do I?
I don't believe so.
Is the equipment all completely destroyed, or can we start putting stuff in the machine?
Upon close inspection, it looks like the machine is badly damaged. You're going to need a proper technician to be able to fix this.
Is all the stuff in the Pokemart destroyed?
The Pokemart is actually on a separate layer, so it is all still intact, but there is some rubble that is blocking the way right now. It doesn't look like you'll be able to easily move it.
I want to interrogate these Voltorbs since our main culprits are dead. So I tell Solosis and Minior to start trying to move rubble out of the way for us to be able to get to the Pokemart and get to the revives and everything like that. How long is that?
It's going to take quite a while. These are big pieces of rubble, and your Pokemon are small.
Can we not, well, wait, but Solosis is psychic.
She's a Skiddo, and
Or,
yeah.
Skiddo, yes. Do you think she might be able to start shifting some of the rubble away?
Maybe. And you can see that now that Bex has figured out that most of these Pokemon are okay, that she's realizing she's surrounded by rubble and seems to be kind of just shutting down.
Can I have Minior, since Minior is the stronger of the two, can I have Minior do like a strength check to maybe move it faster?
Sure. Roll me strength. Alright. Minior is going to get to work moving a lot of the rubble around.
Yeah, Bex has kind of just plunked herself against some wall or big rock or something and is just hugging Astrid and just shaking.
Your little
I go over
your little
to,
Hoppip and the Petillo that you have are kind of huddling up to you right now, Bex, as a sort of comfort thing.
I don't want to roll perception, but do I notice that Bex is having basically a panic attack right now?
Yes, it is quite obvious.
Yeah, she's not hiding anything. She couldn't hide it.
I ask Minior to keep going. I go over to Bex, and I hand her the Cricketot. And
Cricketot?
And I'd be like, why don't you try holding this little guy? Wait, is Cricketot, doesn't matter, is Cricketot a girl or a boy?
This one is a girl.
She's missing her owner, and she could probably use some of the same comfort that you need right now. Because Cricketot sing. I'd just be like, do you mind singing for our panicked friend here? I asked the Cricketot.
The Cricketot nods, and in my best Cricketot imitation, Cricketot, 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 Cricketot.
And I go back. Okay, we get it. I go back to trying to just clear out the rubble. So Cricketot is now yours temporarily.
Oh, thank you. You can see that Astrid has sort of assumed a position that makes it clear that this is not the first time this has happened, and that she's kind of like an emotional support Skiddo, but also kind of like shaking herself, like, in fear.
Which is why I handed you the crocodile.
Thank you. Says Gobbo. Bex says nothing, but just scoops, like, all of these little friends in closer and just sort of sits there, far away in her head.
I ask if anyone wants to help me move the rubble so we can at least get some healing items for. I asked, does anyone want to help me?
DM.
Yes.
Ghost Pokemon. How are we playing going through walls and shit?
I don't think Pumpkaboo is the right one for that.
Some Pokemon will have the ability to go through walls and stuff. Not all Ghost Pokemon. It'll depend on the Pokemon. I will
Okay.
say Honedge is not one of those Pokemon.
I was more thinking of Pumpkaboo.
Let me look up Pumpkaboo.
Isn't Pumpkaboo like a possessed pumpkin?
Yes, I think so. But, you
So
know,
that would make Pumpkaboo like a solid.
gotta ask.
I know. I'm not trying to like. There are definitely other like ghost Pokemon that could definitely like. I know obvious is like Hunter and Gengar and stuff like that, and probably
Alright.
a Dreepy.
To make it a little,
But I'm just
to make it easier, so I'm not constantly deciding which ones can and can't. All Ghost Pokemon are able to stick their head through solid objects and see through, but they cannot pass through them.
Okay.
Otherwise, if I put walls and stuff in your way, you could just be like, okay, well, Ghost Pokemon, get through it. So, they can look through, talk, etc., but they cannot fully pass through.
Alright.
Reasonable.
In that case, I'm gonna send Pumpkaboo to help. I'm gonna tell Pumpkaboo, go help, look for weak spots in the rubble. Let's see if we can't find the easiest pieces to move so that the breakdown goes a little quicker, huh?
Pumpkaboo! It goes over and it starts, look. Roll me a quick investigation for your Pumpkaboo.
So many character sheets all at once.
wait. I can look up Pumpkaboo's in.
I have her sheet. It's just I've got 3 sheets.
-2 int.
Like I said, I've got the sheet. Thank you. Ha! No.
Oh my god, that is
You know what?
such a difference.
Pumpkaboo is far too frightened, I think.
Pumpkaboo is very terrified. Pumpkaboo's looking around and it's just very, very nervous. Even though it's a ghost type and it wouldn't have taken any damage from a self-destruct, it's very concerned with the aftermath that has happened around. Remember, this
Okay,
is a wild Pokemon you did just catch not too long ago.
Pumpkaboo, go join Bex in the pile, huh?
The Pumpkaboo
Go
goes over.
relax.
The Pumpkaboo goes over to the comfort pile.
It has dark vision.
I love it.
And then I'll go, hey, Silvia, you want to go help move things?
Were you talking to your Jangmo?
Yes.
Your Jangmo nods and goes to attempt to start moving some rocks. Roll me a strength for your Jangmo. Alright, your Jangmo starts making some decent headway with Wisteria's Minior, as the two of them are moving around boulders and debris.
Oh yeah, by the way, I want to have one of the Voltorbs nearby, just so it doesn't like try and roll away if it does wake up.
Okay, you've got one of the fainted Voltorbs near you.
Oh, actually, that begs an interesting question. Um, do any of those three have the Pokeballs for those Voltorbs?
Yes.
We just put them in the balls.
Yes, they do still have the Pokeballs for
That's a
the
great
Voltorbs.
idea. I say, going over, stopping, and stealing one of the Wait, do they have anything other? They have stuff other than the Voltorbs, don't they?
Yes, there is the Clauncher, the Gothita, and the Magnemite that they had earlier.
Now, since they're dead, do we release these Pokemon, or do we be assholes and keep them for ourselves?
I think we hold on to them until we can interrogate them and find out what the heck is going on.
Oh yeah, wait! I don't even need to interrogate the Voltorb, and I just have to take one of the other ones. But we should still, interrogate the Voltorb.
I wouldn't let those things roll around free in case they have orders to do more damage.
And you don't think reviving one of the Voltorb won't just let it be able to self-destruct again?
I didn't say to revive one of the Voltorbs, I said to put it in the ball.
That's fair. I guess I'd put the Voltorb. I make my way.
We can talk to them somewhere where there aren't civilians.
Do you not want to try and get revives or anything like that?
For everyone else, sure, but not for these guys.
True. Alright, I just grabbed the 6 Pokeballs and put them in my bag so then we can interrogate them later. I can interrogate them later.
As you pick up the Pokeballs, you see what looks like a serial number on the Pokeballs, and you see it fade away.
Huh! What?
Like a barcode almost?
Yes,
Does it get replaced with something else?
it is not currently replaced.
Oh, is this like the train, like basically the connection they had to the trainers?
Correct?
And now that their trainers are dead, I guess the connection's been cut?
Correct.
That's kind of fucked up.
Wait,
Yeah.
what?
Yes. The trainers are dead.
Yeah, the moment I picked up and basically stole the Pokeballs, it severed I guess, whatever connection the Pokeballs had to the terrorists. And, oh yeah, and they stole a bunch of Pokemon, right?
Yes. As you pick up the ones for the Gothita, the Magnemite, and the Clauncher, you can see that they still have their serial numbers, and those serial numbers are different from the ones that were on the Voltorbs, or Electrode.
I look at that and I'm like, I have a theory. And then I release the Gothita, only the Gothita.
The Gothita is currently fainted and faceplants itself onto the ground.
Are any of them not fainted?
Nope. You all
How did
knocked
they all? I thought they were weren't they at full health before they? Not full health, but weren't they like healthy before they were recalled?
Nope.
Wait, we knocked them all out?
Correct.
I did not remember that. Okay.
Or the self-destructs did.
Yeah, I think it was the
self-destruct wouldn't have been able to reach the Pokeballs.
They recalled them before self-destructing. But no, I don't recall us fainting them either. We fainted the Gothita. We didn't faint the Clauncher.
Which was stupid. It's like, yeah, we fainted the Gothita, the one that I brought out.
They didn't recall the Clauncher. The guy who had the Clauncher rejected it and like kicked it like a dog, and so it was still out, and so the self-destruct would have gotten it.
He was just like, fuck this guy.
Yeah, basically.
But the
Vex hates them.
Magnemite.
In their words, these Pokemon weren't worth the effort.
I guess we're gonna have to hand back Pokemon, but I can't tell. As a Pokemon researcher, would I know anything about serial numbers to people?
Yes, you know that because every trainer has a trainer's license, That is the ID that is tied with their Pokeballs. That is done through the Pokedex. So the Pokedex is the mechanism that links the Pokeball to the trainer ID number.
I go over to Bex and I say, "Would you like a distraction?"
Bex sort of blinks like she's not realized that she had been far, far away in her head. Like, what? Yeah, maybe? Yeah? I don't know.
I hold out my bag that's full of Pokeballs with different IDs on them, and I explain that these belong to the fainted trainers, and when they start waking up, somebody's gonna need to hand them out. So would you be and I asked, would you be willing to try and find the trainers that these Pokemon belong to? If you think
Yeah.
it's too, if you're not up for it right now, I'm not gonna force you to do anything. I just thought this might be a good distraction and a way for you to help out if you wanted to. You don't have to though.
No, it's okay. Give me a minute.
I can tell that.
Yeah, okay.
I can tell this scrambled you up. So let us take care of the harder stuff. You can take care of this.
Can I, like, leave? Like, that's the rock bad.
You're cutting in and out.
Yeah, that's not just me, right?
I believe she might be doing that a bit on purpose.
Slightly, my keyboard apparently is garbage. So, switching to a different push to talk button. Okay, so yeah, she basically, if you're giving her the opportunity to leave the place full of fallen down rocks, she's gonna pull herself together and
Yeah, once people
Take that,
start
yeah.
leaving, you can stand outside the Pokemon Center. Once people start leaving, ask them if they're missing any Pokemon, and you can match them up.
There's also, I think, people outside the Pokemon Center already, so we can start with those.
Yes, there's a bit of a crowd gathering, trying to figure out what just happened. You all...
I take the 3 Voltorbs, though.
Alright, you take the 3 painted Voltorbs. Around this time, the rubble to the Pokemon opens up.
Ah, sick! And I try to... Is there enough room for me to get through and start, like, scouring for a revive?
Yes, as you go down to the Pokemon, you see a bunch of trainers and employees tied up and gagged with rope and cloth. They look at you wide-eyed, just...
Shit. Alright,
Well.
I shout out from there, I'm gonna need help down here! There's more people, and, they're in a better state than the people upstairs, but I think they were, the first victims.
Alright, I'm coming to help.
I'll send Honedge to cut ropes and stuff.
Alright. Honedge goes down and starts cutting away the ropes. As you
I think
all unbound and ungag the trapped hostages. They all look at you, all very timid and worried. The Pokemon employees look at you. It's like, are they gone? Are those bad people still here? Are you with them?
No, we're trying to figure out where they're from. I was actually going to ask if I could... I don't really have the cash for it, but do you mind if I have a couple of revives?
Yes, please. Please. They took a lot of supplies, but you can have access to what's left. On the shelves, you can see that most of the shelves are barren, but you are able to find about 5 potions, 3 Pokeballs, and 2 revives.
Can I take it all?
Yes, please. Go ahead.
All right, we have people upstairs getting medical attention. If it would be really nice if you guys could come up and help us as well.
Yes, of course. And they all hurry up and go to start helping the injured. There are some of which go outside and start meeting up with see the large bag of Pokemon and Pokeballs. Start helping Bex sort through whose Pokemon belongs to who.
Excellent. Bex is still shell shocked and still kind of like half out of it, but has the wherewithal at least to cross check license numbers with Pokeballs before handing things off.
Yep. And with that, all of the Pokemon, except for the 3 Voltorbs, sorry, they're Electrodes. The 3 Electrodes and the Gothita that Wisteria currently has are all returned to their rightful owners.
Well, I'm gonna get if the Gothita has a serial number. I'm gonna assume I gave that back.
The Gothita's trainer is not here.
Oh, that's not good.
What about the Petalil and the Cricketot?
As you do not have the Pokeballs for them, you are not able to cross-reference them, and you do not find anyone who claims that they are their Pokemon.
Yeah, the Cricketot said that its owner kind of, I think, walked to the stadium, right?
Indeed. And
Yeah.
the Petilil, you're not certain of.
Okay,
But they don't belong to any of the dead trainers that are in the Pokemon Center. Like, their
No.
serial numbers are still there.
The Petilil and the Cricketot looked over the deceased, and they do not recognize any of them as their trainer.
and we don't have their balls, so we can't check their serial numbers.
Correct.
I'm trying to find the, I want to, since I have a revive now, and I know that revives are very, precious, I still want to revive, outside of the Pokemon Center away! I am going to want to revive the Electros, but not yet, we're still busy with this.
Probably one, and then we can keep one.
Yeah, I'm not going to use both. Man, these things are, valuable!
Although, it seems as though we may have to make our way over to the stadium next. I kind of want to go out and check with the crowd that's gathering outside. Do they look like they're shaking off this pink mist stuff?
Yes, actually, as you go outside and look, a lot of the people look like they're sort of shaking their heads, coming to their senses. And there's a lot of pink mist gathering in the air.
Then I'd like to start asking around, trying to piece together what happened and how they all made their way here.
Roll me an investigation as you try to piece together the clues. As a lot of these people are very disoriented and dazed. Unfortunately,
It's not my wheelhouse.
Unfortunately, these people are too disoriented and dazed and don't remember much. All they can tell you is that a person with a pink pig-like Pokemon came in, and that was the last thing that they remember.
Alright, so exactly
yeah,
what we
figured out
already
it was
knew.
a Numa. Or a Muna, it was a Muna.
It was a Numa?
We
Numa,
think.
Numa,
I don't think we have it confirmed yet. But
Yeah, we suspect. Is our friend
I mean,
that
that's
was
what the Cricketot said.
Is our friend that was dragging people out still out here?
Which friend?
The trainer that found the Petalil with Bex?
Ah, yes.
Whose
you
name I
see-
don't remember?
You see, Briarius.
Briarius.
You see her
Where are
coming
you?
back.
There we go.
You see her coming back with the gym leader.
Oh,
She-
good. I'll run over.
She's back. Hey, so, got the gym leader as fast as I. Oh, good. I'm just gonna take a rest. How are you all doing? Doing all well?
It's bad. It's bad. It's real bad. Like, people are dead bad. So,
Oh, fun.
yes.
Great.
I see that you're okay. I turned to the gym leader.
Oh, yes. It is a tragedy what has happened here. As you see him start to direct some of the gym trainers from the gym to come in and start helping you all with the recovery and stuff. You see him start to look around at the damage and everything. It's going to take a while for this to be repaired, even with our best help. But if there's one person who'd be able to repair this lickety-split, it'd be none other than the electric gym leader.
And how quickly can they get from, Tefina?
Well, unfortunately, based on the damage here, it looks like they took out our method of our communication tower, so to speak.
That seems like it was not unintentional.
I would unfortunately agree. You don't exactly attack a Pokemon Center willy-nilly. Without that, we won't be able to really make any contact out of here. Since you seem to be helping everything, what's exactly happened here?
I'll give him the rundown. We went into the Pokemon Center to heal up after going to the forest. A bunch of people, 3 people in masks were ransacking the place. People were knocked out. Pink missed. When it looked like they were losing our battle, they pulled out electrodes and self-destructed and killed themselves in the process, along with a bunch of others. And the scene before you. And then, to cap it off, we believe that the perpetrator is doing something in the stadium proper. It seems to be where all the mist that's causing all the disorientation is coming from. We narrowly missed it ourselves.
The gym leader sends some trainers off to the Coliseum to go investigate that. As you regale the story of what happened, the nurse at the Pokemon Center pipes up. Oh, I do remember something. They called themselves Team Scourge. Or at least they were members of Team Scourge.
Do we know what that is?
Unfortunately, you have all not heard of that name before.
We can't even roll history to see if we have.
There has never been an utterance of the Team Scourge before now.
Suspicious.
Fucking Cypher all over again. See. Well, whatever this Team Scourge is, they're not the regular kind of dangerous. And I don't think that they're the regular kind of sane either. Those trainers did not seem to be in their right minds. And we may want to take the masks.
For once, I'm here to agree with you on that one, since, they're willing to kill themselves to, destroy a Pokemon Center, which is weird.
There is also that. There's a lot of reasons why they could have been targeting a Pokemon Center. I'm more concerned about why they're suddenly doing it now at the beginning of a giant competition.
Yes, it is very concerning. But It's something we will look into.
And it's completely tacky. I mean, who does that?
Someone trying to make a point.
There are better ways to make a point than blowing yourself up.
Well, unfortunately, we won't be able to.
Enzo's got his priorities straight.
We won't be able to repair this for a while.
Enzo has never heard of domestic terrorism before this moment.
I don't
Domestic
believe
terrorism
any
is
of
what
you.
we call people. Domestic terrorism is what we call people who come in with their own original dances and piss off an audience. Okay, this is something different.
So, the gym leader looks at you. Well, since you've already had first-hand experience and you've come out unscathed, you're all clearly experienced trainers. Would you all be willing to head to Thafina and get the electric gym leader? It's probably faster to send someone, after all. And we'll be a bit tied up dealing with the aftermath of all this. And better send someone with first-hand experience of everything that happened.
I mean, I could, on the way, I could interrogate the whole, the electrodes.
Remember where we have to go through to get to Thavina.
Yeah, but as long as the people who are of interest duck their heads in whatever bus we're going in, we should be good.
Then again, is there any way to dye my hair?
Is there a quick way, perhaps that doesn't require us going through the entire Glory Forest to get there?
Well,
The faster the better, especially if this group intends on attacking multiple places at once.
if you're not going directly through the route, the other option would be taking a boat up north, head past the Therese ruins, and then head through that route down south to Thafina. The forest is much thinner up north.
That sounds like the quicker route to me. Thoughts?
I'm good with whatever. I only have to worry about my ex.
At least you only have to worry about your ex. I have to be worried about getting dragged to my old kingdom to marry a guy who has 5 wives.
Ugh.
That is certainly a interesting conundrum that you're in. Well, do not worry. We'll take care of all the people in Pokemon who were injured in the attack.
I guess we'll be putting our gym challenge on hold here as well.
Unfortunately, this takes a bit of priority. But
I
once
couldn't argue with
everything's
that.
been settled down, well, I'd be happy to take you all on in a gym challenge.
Keep an eye on that stadium, eh? It seems a lot of problems happen there.
We will keep it in mind. Hey, you! Put that down over there! And you see him run off to go deal with a few of his trainers, leaving just the 5 of you and the one nurse who thanks you all. Thank you all so much for healing, for protecting us. I will not be able to revive your fainted Pokemon, but she pulls out her Audino and Blissey. I can heal them up. I can heal your injured Pokemon for you all.
That would be great.
Do. All of your injured Pokemon are fully healed and fully rested. The fainted Pokemon remain fainted, however.
Dude, what level is this electrode?
12.
Fuck. It ain't gonna listen. I'm still in character. We want to interrogate it, but the issue is, I know for a fact that's not gonna work.
And so, the nurse goes back to her duties, leaving again now just the 5 of you, your Pokemon, the not wild, but the unknown trainers Patillo, the unknown trainers Cricketot, and the those ones. That's everyone. So,
And the Gothita still fainted.
the Gothita is still fainted, yes, but it's currently in
Back in its ball.
Wisteria's possession and not out.
Were we not able to find the owner for the Gothita?
Nope. They just weren't present.
I don't want to take it because somebody might. It's somebody's pet.
Leave it with the gym leader. Maybe it's one of the stadium people.
I flag down the gym leader and say, hey, so we weren't able to find this Pokemon. Since we're going to be doing this favor for you, do you mind if you could maybe, if anyone claims they're missing a Gothita, you could check if this is theirs?
Yep. One of the gym trainers takes the Pokemon, nods. We'll get right on it, ma'am. And heads off to go see if they can find the trainer.
I'm assuming that because there's a licensing system that seems to be at least somewhat electronic, that somebody like maybe a gym leader can access a database and like look up the VIN number on this Pokemon and call them.
Yep. There's systems
But when you
like
need
that.
your Pokemon,
But unfortunately, the system to do it in this town was just blown up.
Yeah, because the PCs are in.
Why don't we centralize all of our technology in one Pokemon Center?
Hello, Sobek.
Well, it's just this
nice to
town.
see you in chat. Hope you're doing well.
Yeah, they blew up the DMV along with the hospital.
I can live with the DMV being gone, but the hospital's the problem.
Agreed.
I will say that this one is a bit of an outlier, as everything was centralized, as this is, remember, the capital city of the region.
guys,
With
this
all
is
the
the
more
Texas-
reason why you wouldn't centralize it in one spot.
Altair, listen.
You'd have redundancies.
This is the Texas electric grid.
Your empire is weird.
How
Like,
dare
honestly.
you with the Texas electric grid?
The Texas electric grid is cut off from you know exactly the metaphor I'm going for.
No,
and
Sobek,
you know
the
it
Pokemon,
fits.
they do not tattoo their Pokebabies. Instead,
Oh my
the number
God.
is put onto the Pokeball, associated Pokeball. As to how there's a Pokeball with a hatched egg, Pokemon mystery. It just shows up.
The
You
the
gotta
gods
put
are
the Pokemon in
the
the
gods are
Pokeball
strange
after it
creatures.
happens.
Or it's like in the anime, how there's the Pokeball on top of the hatching capsule.
Wait, that happens in the anime? I stopped after Diamond and Pearl, and I swear I just remember they would just hold on to the eggs.
I believe that they would have containers, and on top would be a Pokeball that would end up being used on the Pokemon. But it's been a while since I've seen the anime, so I am...
The anime's weird, and I feel like a lot of the canon changes like every 5 minutes.
I like the idea of a Pokeball just spawning alongside a hatched egg. Like
It's-
a gift from the gods. Here you go.
It's like how Pokemon, like...
Xerneas gift.
like Farfetch and
Or-
Cubone just spawn with their items.
Like, I imagine in the wild, they're like, oh my god, my babies! What are these round things next to you?
Bex, are you holding up okay?
Yeah. I'll be okay.
I'm sorry, there's a Pokemon chess? Excuse me.
Yes.
Yes? Well, what do you mean Pokemon chess? Like Pokemon chess, like it's a different version of chess, or Pokemon, but they're just chess pieces?
No, it's entirely different rules and such.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
because there's like weaknesses and stuff like that, and like how many it's just weird, right?
Okay, I will share this all with you in like the chat, and you all can look at it at your own, on your own discretion. But I was just looking up
Oh,
the
battle
Pokemon.
chess, yeah.
I was looking up the eggs just to see if there's any information about where the Pokeball comes from, and none that I can see. So,
I'm imagining the hatch capsules that you use in Pokemon Go to carry the eggs around would probably have a Pokeball in it somewhere.
well,
Or
we'll
the hatch capsules shrink down into Pokeballs once they've hatched.
Yeah, something like that.
You know what?
You're born and then imprisoned immediately.
You know what? We'll go with that. It turns into the Pokeball.
Born into captivity.
Hell yeah.
This is getting a dangerous place. Tanya, are you doing okay?
Oh, yeah, I'm fine.
So, trainers, where will you all be heading now?
Guess
Well-
to find a boat.
Vex is just kind of following everybody, one hand on Astrid's remaining horn. Well, no, she has to walk with crutches. No, she's gonna ride Astrid and hang on to her one remaining horn and just kind of is covered in all of these little floaty Pokemon that people offered her. So it's just sort of half out of it. Yeah, and then the Pumpkaboo came over and I've got a Petalil and a Hoppip.
You're in the beanbag pile.
She's in the
On the back of the
Squishmallow
Skiddo,
corner.
just kind of, yeah.
She's in the
Well-
Squishmallow corner.
While we're walking along, Enzo will show Bex a like a self metronome, like a rhythm thing to help deal with stress. It's like it's not quite the same, but I have seen a lot of performers get very stressed out before large performances. We have a few techniques for dealing with them. This one might be good for you. And it's just a little personal rhythm to keep you bobbing along with the Skiddo. Just, you know, a little mindless, but to get your body into a calmer rhythm and get your heart back to a regular beat.
Awesome. She nods along. She doesn't say much, but she clearly is picking up on it. And you can tell that she and Astrid have like, they're in sync anyway, but yeah, she does calm down a little further, but it's gonna take her a bit to be completely out of this. So.
Yeah, Enzo's not a therapist. He's just he only knows so many things. He's trying to apply what he knows as best he can.
Okay, that's what friendship
I
is,
only
right? You just
know
try.
guidance. I don't know how to do guidance counseling.
Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba.
Yeah, this is didn't you play a cleric at some point, Altair, in one of the campaigns? That,
I have played so many characters doing so many things.
Same.
So, after a little bit of walking, you are all able to make it to the lake's edge, which I realize I have neglected to give a name. So we're just gonna call it West Lake.
Edge Lake.
Edgy Lake.
This is West Lake. You are all able to find a dock with boats that will travel. It looks like that you all can rent travel on a boat for with a quick little number 400 poke per person.
Deep. We good for that?
Yeah, I have like
I'm
$3,000
good.
written down because we got a bunch from some battle or something.
From
The
the
gym.
gym challenge.
Yeah, that was it.
Okay, too. With it.
Alright.
Oh, those fuckers at the Pokemon Center should have given us their money before they killed themselves. How dare they?
They have pockets.
How dare we not loot the corpses? I mean, I looted the corpses. I just didn't take the money because I didn't find it important.
Did they have Pokedexes on them?
They did.
Alright, we probably would have wanted to give those over to the gym leader too so they could identify the trainers.
They probably would have found them. I just took away the Pokemon.
Yeah, but I want to know if these guys still carry their Pokedexes on them. Like, that's a good clue. They're not intentionally trying to remain anonymous.
And so,
Yeah, it's like going to blow up a hospital with your driver's license in your pocket.
Yeah, exactly.
Not a smart idea.
you,
It's like walk in to rob the bank with a name tag on.
so do you all pay the fare?
I already paid.
Yeah,
Lynn,
sure.
question.
Yep, of
Yes.
course.
So I thought I added the money, but I don't have anything under my currency. Does anyone remember how much we got from the gym?
Wasn't it like 3K each or something?
From the gym, 2,000 poke each.
Would I put that under like gold points, I guess?
Yep.
Put it under
gold.
whatever.
Put it under gold.
Yeah, that's where I
Is
put
that
mine.
2,000?
Since that'll probably be the main thing we spend anyways. So, you all take your journey across the lake. Can everyone roll me a D100 real quick?
Oh, so good.
Dude, Enzo ain't in tip-top shape today. Good damn.
I got the
Tanya,
meaning of life.
no!
Oh dear.
We're rolling D100s.
Yes.
Come on, 99.
Oh!
Close enough.
Not bad.
Gyarados.
You all are enjoying the little trip on the lake. Meanwhile, Artorian, as you're looking along the side of the boat, you actually see a little school of wild dreepy on the lake.
Aww! Of what?
They're dreepy.
Wait, Dreepy like the ghost?
Whoops, sorry. My randomizer was on the wrong thing.
So I was gonna say, I don't think
I don't think we have
Gen 8
access to those.
Yeah, right?
My apologies. Actually, sorry about that. It was a trick of the light reflecting off the water. Upon closer inspection, it's actually a Feebas.
They're so small.
The Feebas seems to be intently watching you right now. Artorian, what would you like to do with the Feebas?
I would like to stick my hand in the water in a friendly gesture.
Let's see. How well does that go?
Is the boat that low? Oh wait, are we on the boat?
Yes, you are all on the boat.
Hope we're on the boat.
She's like just bending over and you're about to fall over. You're like, hi, Feebas. They're like, no!
The Feebas approaches. It doesn't seem too wary, but it's just a little, curious about what's going on. Anything that you'd
Do-
like to do, Artorian, with your wild encounter?
Come here, little one. Come here. Come here.
The Feebas is already as close to the boat as it can get.
The question is, would I have any pokey food on me?
Likely you would have some, considering then you can feed your Jangma-O. Whether or not it's suitable for a Feebas is a entirely different story. But I believe it would.
I'd like to drop a little bit of pokey food in the water.
You drop some poke food in the water. Would you kindly roll me a animal handling check? Wow! This Feebas happily eats up the food that you've dropped for it. It looks like this Feebas is very fond of you. What
I
would you
hold
do?
out a pokeball towards it to see if it'll let me catch it.
It looks at the Pokeball. It nods, and then it swims into it. Boop! And it catches itself. Congratulations, you have caught a wild Feebas.
Yo, Feebas? More like free bass.
But congratulations, you have caught
Cheesy
yourself.
fish.
You've caught yourself Feebas.
It doesn't help that I really love a Feebas's evolution.
It is a great evolution. But congratulations. Let me put this in my notes. Alright. And then after this, you all arrive at the other side of the lake. The boatman drops you off, and you are all not too far from the Therese ruins. It is starting to get closer towards nighttime, however. It looks like by the time you reach the ruins, it will be nighttime.
Would we maybe be better off going to Mebus instead and hanging out there for the night?
Both are within a solid, decent walking distance for the two of you. For the two places. Both will take you an equal amount of time.
But we should be able to get there before it gets too late.
Yes.
I think I agree with going to Meebus then.
Or
Or
Meebs,
Meebs.
however it's pronounced, yeah.
Meebs.
Meets. Alright. Party, do you all want to head to Meeps?
Sure.
Yeah.
Works for me.
Why not?
Wobbuffet, you all start making your way over to Meeps. And as the sun starts to set and transition from afternoon to evening, you all arrive in Meeps. And this city is oddly a nice, refreshing produce place. There is a lot of farmland and a lot of produce, trees and orchards scattered throughout this city. A lot of it is owed thanks to the abundance of bountiful nature of the Grace Woods that are nearby, but a lot of other sort of farm and produce are produced around here in Mevis.
As we kind of get further into this city, you can just see Bex relaxing ever so slightly. This is much more what she's used to.
Yes, it is a very nice, very calm farmland town. The only thing that sticks out is the gym that is off a bit on the outskirts. That looks like a old castle that has been renovated into the local Pokemon gym.
Cool. I like the aesthetics.
Spooky. And what gym type is this again?
This is the Dark Gym.
Okay.
So, it is getting to evening. You can see that a lot of people have gone home to their homes for the day, as most of them tend not to work during the night when the sun is gone. There is a bit of liveliness, as some people are still out and about, but most of the people have gone away to their residencies.
We should probably find somewhere to stay for the night then.
Would be a good idea.
Alright. Not too long, you all find yourself a inn that is also connected to a Pokemon Center and Pokemon.
I go to the
That works.
Pokemon Center.
Hmm?
I want to revive all the electrodes.
Yeah, I think we all had a second of PTSD.
I'm gonna go. Just be like, I want to revive these Pokemon.
Not a problem. We will take your injured Pokemon and heal them up. They go and take the Pokemon into the machine. Do 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 do. Here you are. Your Pokemon are all nice and healed up. We hope to see you again soon.
I bet you would. Yeah.
This is universal healthcare. They don't make any money off of this.
Yeah,
I
don't
know, I
antagonize
know,
the free
I know.
healthcare professionals.
Ooh, Sobek does have
Anyone
a
want to help me be
nice-
good? That's the party. Anyone want to help me be good cop, bad cop?
I don't think bad cop is a good idea with explodey bombs.
No, and I want to be sleepy cop.
All right, you go sleep. I'll make sure to be far away from wherever we're sleeping when we do this.
Could wait until the morning.
No, I need. Yeah, you're right.
I don't need sleep, I need answers.
That's me. I don't need sleep. I need to know where their headquarters is so we can blow it up in retaliation.
She says in session 3 of an entire campaign.
I don't like where this is headed.
No, I'm not actually gonna. Oh my god, Wisteria would not be like that. She'd be like, "Oh, you're right. You know, this is just me being chaotic."
No, we're teasing.
I know, but Wisteria would be like, "Oh, you're right. You know, maybe I'm getting ahead of myself. I just kind of thought that it might be a good idea to know where the base might be."
Assuming that they know.
I mean, they might. If they don't, then I'll just release them into the wild and tell them good luck.
You hear several explosions in the distance.
I release bombs into the... You know what? No, what's,
The scientists said they're releasing bombs into the Oh, sorry. There were several reports of bombs being released into the local ecosystem.
Well, then again, we are going towards the electric area, which we could easily drop them off there.
Yeah, that's true. Unless one of them wants to stay with us. I don't think they'll listen to me because I'm level 4 or level 3, and these Pokemon are level 11.
As you try to look at the Pokemon in their Pokeballs, they turn away from you.
Yeah, that's probably how it's gonna be. But I'm still gonna want to talk to them because they're not expecting someone who can understand. Oh, that always scares them. It's like in the real world where you're trying to talk shit about someone in a different language, and then it turns out they can speak that language too.
This is why you just don't talk shit about people in any language.
Exactly!
Love that episode of the Boondocks.
Never seen it, just a Canadian.
But
There's-
again,
It's just a moment in an episode that's fantastic.
Well, again, this is the inn/Poke Center/Pokemon. And you did look upon entering. This is not the only one in the city. There's a second one. So, trainers, what will you all be doing?
Sleeping.
Before Bex wants to head off and just like be done with this day, she's definitely kind of coming back to herself, but you can tell she's exhausted. She's gonna head over to Wisteria with the Petalil and ask, do you think you could talk to this little one and see? She seemed to be badly treated, and I need to know what she wants to do with, her future.
Well, everything got quiet there.
What the...
Yeah. What?
Don't worry, she's just occupied right now. I can hear her
okay.
doing something a bit. She'll be back soon.
Okay, no problem. We can
Right.
do something else.
occupied.
Anybody else want to do something? I can wait till she comes back.
Sorry, I was in the bathroom.
There she is.
Wait, it was me? It was me you were waiting for?
Yeah,
I'm sorry, I was in the bathroom.
that's
Oh,
okay.
God. Anyway, what were you waiting me for?
Bex wants Wisteria to talk to the Petalil and see what the Petalil, basically she thinks the Petalil's been mistreated and wants to know what this little one wants to do, what she wants her future to be like, and, what's the deal?
You could ask all of that. Pokemon can understand you. You just can't understand Pokemon. You can I'll translate. You ask it if you're.
Okay.
I mean, Pokemon. I'm going to make the assumption that Pokemon can understand humans, and just humans can't understand Pokemon.
You are free.
I've always assumed it's like dogs and cats. They can maybe catch some of it, but if you speak dog or cat, then that would be better.
Lynn, what's DM? What is the is it my version or her version?
It is more like cats and dogs.
God. Okay, fine.
Like how
I
our cat can
translate-
understand us to an extent. We can
I-
sort of understand our cat.
Our
Anyway,
cat, I think, can understand like 5 things, and none of them are good.
Continue on.
I translate everything that she says to the Patel and ask if they have a trainer to go back to, or if they would like to stay with Bex.
The Patil says that it does not have a trainer. It's actually a wild Patil.
In the middle of the city, there was a wild Patel.
Yes. It
Beat
had
up
come-
in an alley.
Yes.
Yeah.
It had come in
That's bad.
from Glory It had come in from Glory Forest It was drawn there by a particularly sweet scent, and then a bunch of other wild Pokemon had shown up, and in the
Oh,
absolute
it was that thing.
chaos of everything that was happening, it was attacked, badly hurt, and ended up lost in the alleyways of Senmo.
Hasn't
Okay,
this
so-
all occurred in like a day? Hasn't this all occurred in like the span of a day?
Yep.
Correct?
Yeah, Wisteria wouldn't know your name, but I'm going to just, for sake of clarity, I would. I tell the Patel that if they want to stay, Bex would never put them in a Pokeball, and they could stay out
Except
the
for
whole
registration, but
except
other
for
than that-
registration, just so that nobody else can take it, and that would be you would join forces with the hot. You're basically having a whole grass team. What the hell?
That makes perfect sense for me. I'm grass trash.
No, I know, but it's just you understand this is all coincidence. Like you didn't set out for a grass team. It's been happening.
Yeah, coincidence orchestrated by Lynn, who knows that I'm grass trash.
There you go. See.
There you go. All right, but yeah, I ask if it wants to stay by.
The Patillo looks at Bex, looks at Astrid, looks over at the Bob the Hobbit, and nods. It would like to join Bex's team.
Yeah, I think you got that clear from the nod. I'm like, all right, it's all yours.
Thanks.
But-
And Bex is gonna dig through her bag and find one of her remaining Pokeballs and just hold it out. Let it make the choice.
It goes and taps itself onto the Pokeball, catching itself. Congrats, you have caught yourself a Patillo.
She holds it in there long enough for it to finish registering, and she lets it out again and puts the ball back in her bag.
The Patillo is happy and smiles.
And makes introductions with the rest of the team and starts thinking of a name for this new
Can
friend.
I ask a quick question?
You just did.
How can something with no mouth smile?
You just get the sense that it's smiling.
I know, I'm just messing with you because I'm noticing Patillo or Lo, neither of which have mouths.
Yes, they do.
You can
Otherwise,
smile with your eyes.
I have a question of my own.
yes.
How are they speaking to the Pokemon?
Yes.
Me
Wisteria,
personally, it's
how
a
are-
mystery.
How are you talking with the Pokemon?
How am I talking to the Pokemon? Do you actually ask that in character? Because I have an in-character reason.
I can. Tanya kind of approaches and taps you on the shoulder and very quietly goes, are you talking to the Pokemon?
Yeah, just a bit. I know stuff here and there.
Can I ask how?
You know, that's a really good question.
Oh, by the
No.
way, sorry, didn't mention this earlier. The Artorian, your Femas, and Bex, your Patillo, are both level 4.
They're so cute.
Awesome.
Anyways, continue on.
I kind of think, and I'm like, You know, as a biologist, I should understand the answer. But as a person who can only speak one language to humans, I don't know. How do you speak? I'm assuming there are other languages, like French. I know France doesn't exist, but like Calocian or whatever. I don't know.
Yep, everyone sort of speaks a general common.
It's like I don't know. I mean, there are other languages though, right?
Yes.
I kind of look and I'm like, I don't know. How do you speak anything other than common?
I'm gonna say no.
Huh. I don't know. It just kind of happens. I think it maybe it was dropped on my head as a child, but I don't know. It just
I
kind of
believe that.
happens.
I believe this answer.
Bex is just grinning. She's teasing you.
It's like no, like she's smart. Like the thing is, Wisteria thinks like it's serious. Like yeah, you know what? That would make a lot of sense. I was dropped in my head as a child, or that, or maybe Solosis. Me talking with Solosis for the past 10 years might have done something. I don't know.
And
But
maybe more the fact that you keep a psychic Pokemon in your hair.
Oh, that's just because I just don't take care of my hair. They figured out, my Solosis figured out very early that if he didn't want to deal with me, he could just hide in there and I wouldn't be able to really deal with him.
Sounds like a confirmation that bad hair care leads to psychic powers. That explains a lot.
I mean,
You heard
we
it
see
here
the
first,
opposite that
folks.
happens in One Punch Man where Saitama loses his hair and gains brawn, so who knows? Maybe it's the opposite way around.
And that's
I
why
don't know,
there
I'm
are
not good
no
at much, and
psychic
I'm
Skiddo and
considered a
Go-Go.
freak.
It's because we shear them.
Well, would anyone else like to do anything here at the in Pokemart Poke Center?
I would like to get my head investigated because apparently I was dropped on my head as a child and that's now part of my fucking backstory. No.
I think I might buy some supplies, but we don't have to do that on stream. Just
Oh,
say that
hey,
I'm
you
doing
can
it, and then I'm going to go to bed.
Hello.
I'm not.
No, I mean
You're gonna give Bex a heart attack.
no, I mean
Bex
the
is gonna
leaves,
murder you.
The leaves on its head, they can regrow the leaves on its head. If you eat one of its leaves, though it tastes very bitter, but it will refresh you. So I'm a Pokemon biologist. I kind of know this stuff.
So Becco really wants us to ask the bartender for rumors. There's no bar!
Oh,
We
there
can
is.
ask
Pokemon
Oh, yes,
Go
there
or
is.
whatever it is.
There is at the inn.
Is there?
Yes.
Shit, I'm going to the bar. I know I'm at an inn, but it's a Poke Center inn. Like, minors go here. I didn't expect there to be a full bar.
It's a milk bar.
Hell yeah! Even better.
It's like it's an ice cream bar. Why not?
It's split up in two parts. There's the dairy bar, and then the adult bar behind it.
So Becco, you're banned. Well, after a very long day, I think we've earned a drink. Anyone like to join me?
Sure.
I'll come for one, but I'm real tired. This is a long day.
You can get some sleep if you have to. There's no obligation.
I like you guys. I want to hang out, but yeah, I just don't expect a lot.
Oh.
You could. She wants to hang out, but
That's
she's
okay.
tired, so.
There will be plenty of opportunities to hang out when you are fresh-faced. Don't worry about being a little more down tonight.
Thanks. That's real sweet of you.
If you want a room, rooms here are 300 Poke a night.
We're going to have to find a better source of income. I ask if they is there any live performances going on at the tavern tonight? At the bar?
At the bar right now, there is currently no live entertainment. It looks like it is being played on a Rotom jukebox.
I do have the entertainer background, which does let me perform at places for like coin or room and board.
Would you like to entertain?
Yeah, why not? Even if it's just for the little group of us, you know?
Roll your performance. Roll your.
We'll play for the group of us and see what happens.
No. Describe what you do first, then roll. Go on.
Yeah.
Entertain.
Yes, I'm sorry. I text to speech. Excuse me. Sorry, not text to speech. Push to talk. So Enzo sidles up to. How dare you? Sorry, that was Aria.
Not
grabbing
the
her switch like a newt.
Not the Jangmo.
Yeah, sorry, my aria, not Artorian's aria. Anyways, Enzo will take up a seat at the bar, and in his like bags and things, he pulls out it's not a super long case, but it seems to fold out. And when he opens it up, there is a separated instrument inside. It looks like a guitar. He pulls it out, snaps it together, and runs the strings up. And you hear him start tuning it. It's got a nice twangy sound to it. Low, but resonant. How good are the acoustics in this bar area?
They're pretty average. They're not terrible, but they're also not the greatest.
Okay, so he'll tune them just a little bit tighter for a little more resonance. And he starts plucking at a couple of the notes. Just getting his fingers a little warmed up. And he'll turn to you guys and say, "Are there any requests? I don't know every song, but I know a couple." Hello?
It does not seem like you're getting any sort of requests right now.
Well, I'm asking the party.
Well, I have no idea, so that's why I was being quiet.
I'm desperately trying to make a Pokemon pun out of a song name, and failing.
That's fair. Granted. I'll start.
You hear then from one of the nearby tables, "Rock rough me like a hurricane."
Oh no.
It is a little more rocking than acoustic, but I can give it a try.
And then roll your performance.
Oh my god.
A 15. You are able to put on a very solid performance. The Rotom jukebox quiets itself down as as everyone in the bar listens to your wonderful performance. Afterwards, everyone sort of applauds to it. A nice little rousing clapping. You will be able to pay for your room and board for the night based on that performance.
Cool.
Nicely done.
So Beck is suggesting now play Free Pigeon.
Alright, let's not get too crazy, huh? We'd need a couple more instruments and a pretty sizable amp that doesn't work with this particular guitar.
What else will you all be doing in the bar right now? You can see with you guys, there's just other traveling trainers and stuff, most of which are trainers who are very clearly planning out their techniques for taking down the Dark Gym located here in the city.
Am I right in assuming that the Dark Gym is in an area that seems to be populated by a lot of dark Pokemon in the wild, or is this just a coincidence?
What do you mean by that?
Well, the Dark Gym's here.
Yes.
If I were to go be looking specifically for a particular dark Pokemon, would this be the region of the world I would go to, or is it coincidence that the dark Dark Gym is just here and I would be looking somewhere else in the wild?
The Dark Gym is simply here. You can find other dark Pokemon elsewhere, but the gym leader, as the current region's expert on dark types would be able to at least point you in the direction of where to find a particular dark type Pokemon.
Gotcha. Perfect. Thank you.
Not a problem.
Let's not forget that we can't actually do this, or we shouldn't probably do this gym challenge right now. We need to still head for Tefina.
Oh, agreed. I was just wondering if I should be, if this is where I should be keeping my eyes open for something in particular.
Okay.
I have a wish list too.
Yeah, I want us to go over to Jarasa at some point for the fire types. I want that Volcarona.
You
Anyone
don't get
else?
Volcarona, you get Iron Moth instead.
Oh
I-
goodness.
Works for me.
Anyone else
In
want
fact,
to do?
I agree with the fire.
Anyone else want to do anything before you all turn in for the night?
Bex is just sitting in the bar nursing one weak drink and knitting.
I try to get to know my Minior better. I'm assuming it's still just talking about space.
It is, in fact, simply talking about space.
I'm gonna. You know what? We don't shame people for their hobby, for their interests here. I'm gonna make sure to nurture this interest in space.
Enzo shifts to playing Hotel Azalea.
Delightful. Anyone else? Artorian, anything you would like to be doing?
I'm probably about to be passing out, knowing my character.
Not a problem. And what
Yeah.
about you, Tanya? Anything you would like to be doing?
I imagine that once everyone's settled in, Tanya would actually probably slip back out to the outside and just start exploring the city on her own.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Are you? Delightful. Please roll me a D100 real quick.
Oh dear. I don't have good luck. This is a death sentence.
And this,
Then why did you
darlings, is
ask?
why
You
you don't
split-
split the party. But
Yes, he split the part. Oh shit!
Oh no! Our first
Our
Maybe
first
low is
kidnapped
good?
Our first kidnapped character.
She just got back with us. Don't kidnap her.
as Tanya is walking around, simply exploring around, you hear, as you're walking down a nicely lit up street, you simply hear from behind you. Allow me to prepare the voice for this. Halt, fair maiden! Ha ha! For you should not be out here alone! And that is where we're going to end the session for tonight.
I didn't even understand that, to be honest.
Good, it's better that way.
Why is he here? I guess he made his way through the forest already.
Oh!
It could not.
Oh,
It might be
no.
someone different.
No. It's not Xavier. It's someone different.
Oh, okay. It's just Constance.
Constance Nevermore, the Dark Emperor.
Of course it's him.
I'm
The
glad
best
at least-
character, though.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, that is it for our adventures in Adallaeh this week. I hope you've all enjoyed. This has been a very lovely stream. If you like what you all saw, consider following, subscribing, and telling a friend. Every little bit helps. Next stream is tomorrow, some more Baldur's Gate 3 with Looter Otter, so I hope to see you all there. By the way, speaking of Looter Otter, do you all know that it is Sea Otter Awareness Week? Congratulations, you are now all aware. In the meantime, feel free to check out my past streams over on YouTube, check out my short forms on TikTok, and join me and the other buns over on the Cinnamon Bakery Discord. There you can find schedules, discussions, and info about how to support me and a growing group of other awesome VTubers. Links to everything will be in the chat now. They are also my profile page, so I hope to see you all there. Until next time, be safe, stay lovely, watch out for exploding electrodes, make good choices, and I will see you lovely folks next time. Until then, sayonara.
Bye.
Bye.